We're here to talk about emerging game mechanics in social media. Wow. So one of the things that I wanted to start off, just to get everybody on a level playing field, is a definition of game design. So in general, this is from Wikipedia, this isn't me, so you can trust it. The process and study of game design are efforts to come up with game mechanics that allow for people to playing a game to have a fun and engaging experience. What sort of behaviors do you look for, or what things do you do when you're starting to design a game to influence people's behavior?
When we start making a video game at Fire Hose, we set out to do a couple of things. The first is we need to go and make sure that we're delivering an experience that people haven't seen before. And when I say that, I'm totally lying. What I mean is we're looking to make an experience that people have seen before with one small little tweak that feels very, very different, but in reality is something that they're familiar with, that they can get into easily. It's something that feels very new, but actually has some grounding in reality. The other type of thing that we're trying to do at the beginning is we want to make sure that however we're making the game, it has a business model that is appropriate and can support the game that we're trying to make.
Why do you think that this even matters? Why? What does gaming mean to commerce?
I think about how gaming and sort of social have really transformed gaming in general. It really shows that once you actually connect the whole gaming mechanics with the social environment, which intrinsically, since the beginning of time, humans are social creatures and care about interacting with one another and actually having power over one another and status. If there's an opportunity to bring the Zynga type of experience to their normal shopping experience, there's a huge revolution in terms of how people both shop online and purchase and actually engage with a retailer.
What are some things, Marcus, that's already out there? What are some examples that you've seen using game mechanics in social commerce?
Game mechanics are the way that I look at game mechanics is they're really just ways to motivate people to go make a purchase, and it's very difficult to do that in the product catalog, search, price comparison world. But if you can do something that adds some level of entertainment and engagement to the shopping experience, then you've probably achieved some level of game commerce.
What are game techniques that you see as being compatible with social commerce?
There's a great commercial with that Flash. It's for the connection, 4G or whatever it is. And the guy starts dancing in the middle of the thing, and he's not part of the Flash. He didn't get the message that the Flash mob
the Flash mob, yeah.
But this whole idea of Flash, I have a little different twist on the guilt thing, but the same idea is that, you get these people who now, and they're doing it illegally, right? You get these Flash mobs that are now going in and robbing a store, right? And it's this big thing that's happening, right?
Sweet.
But think about
Also
that happening legally, right? Where usually the reason why in a Groupon, there's always been an incentive to get a group to act as a collective, and you're willing to, as a producer, as a supplier, as a retailer, you want to give them incentive. The nature of what's happening in the second internet, or where everyone is interconnected and everybody's feeling about this, is imagine a Flash shopping guild that starts up, and you all say, we're going in Neiman Marcus today because I've got 40 people right now that are willing to buy something. What will you give us for that? Well, how will you discount? Because we've got our 40 people and we're going to go to the next place, because you're going to be able to do it online. You're not actually going to have to go physically to the store. Well, you may. I mean, eventually they'll type up. Those are the types of things that people haven't quite tapped into yet, that I think you'll start to see, and then retailers will go bonkers just like everybody else did, and then figure out how to do it, right?